Good morning, retail traders. This is the Sneaky Snake trading strategy where I talk about chart patterns, moving averages, and being in the now. And right now, I want to show you a little thing I picked up today that I haven't done in probably 20 years of trading, is that I picked up and I used a 2-minute time frame. There was a gentleman talking that he had it on the 2-minute, and I said, I'm going to give this 2-minute a try because this 1 minute was giving me just a little bit of hard time this morning. So let's go ahead and chart out the SPX and show you why I took the trade first thing in the morning and the reason why I took the trade first thing in the morning, which was almost a guarantee, no-brainer, that we were going to have a bounce back up to the top. So this is the trade. This is the SPX on the 2-minute time frame. Just take a real good look at it and we'll come right back to it. I'm going to look at the SPY. When I'm trading the SPX and the SPY, I use this here. I have my I have my SPX over here, and then I also have my VWAP with the SPY, so I can watch the SPY with the VWAP and kind of gauge it with the SPX on how it trades. So I use them two. We're going to turn this into the SPY on the 2-minute time frame. We're going to change this to an hour. And on this hour, we had 3 black crows. 3 black crows on the hour time frame, ready to open. And then it opened up with an inside candle with a tweezer bottom. And this is on the hour time frame. And then we went ahead and popped up to that previous high that we had over here at close for a triple top, and I got out of the trade. And that's on the SPX, so I took the SPY too. So let's look at the SPX on the 2-minute. Now I know this thing's bullish because we had 3 soldiers, and each one of these 3 black crows, which represent an hour each. And it landed on the 63 EMA. So that was like 3 confirmations. I had the 3 black crows, I had the tweezer bottom, and I had the 63 EMA. And we bounced again off that right there at open. So I'm going to turn this to the SPX. I'm just using a regular old chart with the RSI on it and my moving averages. So I'm going to turn this to the 2-minute. I just put this 2-minute on here today. This was the closing high right here. We had that big 3 black crows on the hour come down and formed what I would call a long leg hammer. On another chart it looks like a dragonfly, but this is a long leg hammer on the 2-minute. Maybe the 1-minute we would have saw us a little dragonfly on the 1-minute, which is a bullish candle. Okay, very bullish on the bottom. I mean, that's real bullish. And then it came back down and hit a double bottom, tweezer bottom, and that's what I took on the 1-minute. So we take it to the 2-minute. There's your previous high with a tweezer top, and it broke on down. And then we had that big, huge 3 black crows this morning. Then it recovered with a hammer. We have a tweezer bottom. I took the trade. I run it all the way up to that closing price right there. And then double top exit, and it had a triple top exit. So it bounced back and hit the 200 as a pivot point with another tweezer bottom, bounced up and gave you one more try to get out of that triple top. That had a tweezer top, and then it came back down. As it was coming down, and it disrespected the 63 EMA, and it disrespected all these trend lines, it built a falling wedge. Falling wedge, and I tell, if you can count to 3, you can trade with me. So we got the falling wedge, and we got 1, 2, 3, and she breaks on out and moves on up to a 1, 2, double top, pulls back again, got out at the double top. And then we pull back again and have another long leg hammer A long leg hammer. I mean, that's a very bullish sign in my book. And we came back down and we bounced with a tweezer bottom off the 200 SMA. Then we run it back up and got out at the 1, 2, 3. Now you have 3 white soldiers here. This means that you're going to have a continuation. Now I tell everybody that's trading with me, after you have 3 white soldiers, it's going to consolidate. Usually consolidates within that first third candle. And there we go. We tweezed right back to it. Tweezer bottom, ran up again. That was the 4th time we hit this trend line, and that was probably a good time to get out of the trade. Then we paid back and we came back and hit the 21 EMA and bounced on up into close. Now we're scored back to the 63. So this was really a beautiful, after I put it on the 2 minute, I kind of looked at it and I said, wow. We had 3 white soldiers right here. It came back, like I said, up here on these 3 white soldiers. It came right back and consolidated off that first candle, that third candle, and went ahead and bounced back up. Then you had 3 more white soldiers. Then you had 3 more white soldiers. So this was a real strong run to the upside. And then once you hit the double top, tweezer top up here, you get that fallen wedge, and you can count to 1, 2, 3. You can trade with me. Then she broke out, and the 9 crossed the 21, and then it respected the 9 all the way up, and that was for your exit idea. So, I mean, this is a really beautiful time frame, the 2 minute. I'm going to start using it a little bit more. I think it's more clearer to the beginners, and they can probably see. If I can still get my patterns, as long as I get my patterns, you know, that's all that matters. We get to a 5 minute, I have to rely only on candlesticks. And I like to get into the trade as cheap as I can. And that's been with the 1 minute. Now, if I pull up the 1 minute on this, it was a little bit harder look, but still pretty clean. I mean, I can read it perfectly. I would have jumped in on this dragonfly for one. I mean, that's a blessing, you know. That's a dragonfly. You don't, I mean, when you see them, it's a doji. It's a doji. And you got the tweezer bottom. So, you know, I let it sit around a little bit. In about 5 minutes, man, I'm up there and I'm out of the trade. I'm off to the beach. So I'm gonna be going back and forth with the 1 minute and the 2 minute, and I'm gonna see which ones I can get the better entries in, and we'll go on from there. So that's Sneaky Snake trading strategy. That's how we traded the SPX. Remember the previous high from that, the previous close high from the previous day for an entry area. Remember we had those 3 black crows on the hour time frame pre-market, which is a bullish indicator. And then we walked in with a dragonfly and a hammer, long leg hammer right at open with a tweezer bottom, and ran it up all the way up to that close. And I was gone, come back, and here we got a 1, 2, 3 set up with a falling wedge. Boom. Just a beautiful day. You can make it as hard as you want, or you can make it as easy as you want. I would suggest any beginners to sit out and start drawing these patterns in. After the day, say, okay, I missed this. Oh, wow, I should have picked this up. Or, you know, and it'll catch you the next time you're in it, because these things reoccur over and over and over and over, and you can almost predict the next move once you start practicing it. So here's my moving averages, and then I'm going to go ahead and close on out. You can stop and pause this at any time. Get these moving averages on here. It looks like I'm missing one. I'm missing the 21. I'm sure it's on here. Yeah, there it is. 21, 63, 200, and the 9. Basically, that's all I really need. Might think about that. Might want to add one more to it. But that's it. Retail traders. We'll catch you later. Try out that 2 minute time frame. Have a great day.